Former President Donald Trump stated that the attendance at his Stop the Steal rally on January 6, 2021, was larger than the estimated 250,000 people who attended Martin Luther King Jr.'s March on Washington. This assertion has led many on social media to compare images and consult history books. Trump brought up the analogy on Thursday at a press conference held at his Palm Beach, Florida, Mar-a-Lago club. "Let me tell you, it's quite difficult to locate an image of that assembly," the Republican presidential contender stated of the 2021 throng, some of whom arrived before the storm on the U.S. Capitol, that you see the picture, a small number of people, relatively, going to the Capitol, but you never see the picture of the crowd. I have addressed the largest audiences I have ever had the pleasure of speaking to. No one has addressed audiences larger than mine. Next, Trump made a comparison between the size of the rally's audience and the number of people present for the iconic civil rights leader's I Have a Dream address on August 28, 1963. If you look at Martin Luther King, when he did his speech, his great speech, and you look at ours, same real estate, same everything, the same number of people. If not, we had more, Trump stated. They said he had 1 million people, but I had 25,000 people. However, if you examine the identical image, everything remains the same since the fountains were involved, from Lincoln to Washington. And when you compare the image of his crowd with mine, you can see that there were genuinely more people there. They said that I had 25,000 and he had 1 million, and since I was a fan of Dr. Martin Luther King, I don't mind. What was the number of attendees for the Stop the Steal rally according to estimates provided by the House Select Committee, which looked into the events on January 6? 53,000 people attended Trump's speech. From a tent backstage at the Ellipse, President Trump looked out at the crowd of approximately 53,000 supporters and became enraged, says the 187 Minutes of Dereliction article. Just under half of those gathered, a sizable stretch of about 25,000 people, refused to walk through the magnetometers and be screened for weapons, leaving the venue looking half empty to the television audience at home. Please, more Trump in front of the mic. A number of X-users, including Andrew Wortman, posted comparisons between the two crowds' side-by-side aerial photos. Others, such as former CNN anchor Don Lemon, reacted skeptically to Trump's assertions regarding X in a video that he uploaded on X. Lemon stated, "He is on television comparing his crowd sizes to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He really does have a dream, a fever dream." Former White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations under former President Barack Obama and political advisor Jim Messina shared an X post with the caption, "More Trump in front of a mic, please." Donald Trump just said that he had a bigger crowd on January 6 than Dr. Martin Luther King did when he delivered I Have a Dream. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, replied to Trump's comments regarding X that is entirely untrue, but more importantly, consider this. The topic of MLK's speech was democracy. Trump's goal was to destroy it. Another X-user named Tavi Germain made a post regarding Trump's potential misidentification of the March on Washington and the Million Man March on October 16, 1995. Trump is comparing himself to MLK, then confused the Million Man March for the March on Washington, Germain stated.